beautiful beings. Welcome to lesson 13. I beg your pardon, welcome to lesson 12. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. The importance of this idea lies in the fact that it contains a correction for a major perceptual distortion. You think that what distresses you is a frightening world, or a sad world, or a violent world, or even an insane world. All of these attributes are given it by you. The world is meaningless in itself. These exercises are done with the eyes open. Look around you, this time quite slowly. Try to pace yourself so that the slow shifting of your glance from one thing to another involves a fairly constant time interval. I'll read that part again. Try to pace yourself so that the slow shifting of your glance from one thing to another involves a fairly constant time interval. Do not allow the time of the shift to become markedly longer or shorter, but try instead to keep a measured, even tempo throughout. What you see does not matter. You teach yourself this as you give whatever your glance rests on equal attention and equal time. This is a beginning step in learning to give everything external equal value. As you look about you, say to yourself, I think I see a fearful world, a dangerous world, a hostile world, a sad world, a wicked world, a crazy world, and so on, using whatever descriptive terms happen to occur to you. If terms which seem positive rather than negative occur to you, include them. For example, you might think of a good world or a satisfying world. If such descriptive terms occur to you, use them along with the rest. You may not yet understand why these nice adjectives belong in these exercises, but remember that a good world implies a bad one, and a satisfying world implies an unsatisfying one. All terms which cross your mind are suitable subjects for today's exercises. Their seeming quality does not matter. Be sure that you do not alter the time intervals between applying today's idea to what you think is pleasant and what you think is unpleasant. For the purposes of these exercises, there is no difference between them. At the end of the practice period, add, but I am upset because I see a meaningless world. What is meaningless is neither good nor bad. Why, then, should a meaningless world upset you? If you could accept the world as meaningless, and let the truth be written upon it for you. It would make you indescribably happy. But because it is meaningless, you are impelled to write upon it what you would have it be. It is this you see in it. It is this that is meaningless in truth. Beneath your words is written the word of God. The truth upsets you now, but when your words have been erased, you will see His. That is the ultimate purpose of these exercises. 3 or 4 times is enough for practicing the idea for today, nor should these practice periods exceed a minute. You may find even this too long. Terminate the exercises whenever you experience a sense of strain. After you do lesson 12, we'll resume with Jesus' commentary from Tina's book, A Year of Forgiveness. Lesson 12. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. As we make headway through these lessons, we are pleased you are with us on this magnificent journey into peace, for that is what these lessons bring you. The stories you lay upon the world cause you suffering. The judgments you hurl at people, places, things, and experiences upset you. You believe the world upsets you, but the projection of your judgment onto others disconnects you from love. Love brings you peace. This is the great change of heart we ask you to make as you go through these lessons. The understanding that if you observe something with judgment and you begin to suffer, you have a choice whether you suffer or not. It takes a great evolutionary leap in your mind to see this truth. You will never be the same after you realize that every time you suffer, you have caused it with unloving thoughts about yourself, something, or somebody else. In that realization, you understand the choice between freedom and suffering. The state of mind in the 3D world reflects the training by religion, parents, culture, commercials, television, and banking institutions, to name a few, and programs you to judge and separate. Separation is, in fact, your natural state. How do you know? You appear in a separate body with separate secret thoughts manifested in a physical demonstration of your belief in separation. Ultimately, when you remove your belief in separation from your consciousness, you no longer have a seemingly separate individual body. You connect with everything and everyone. That is where your evolutionary journey ultimately leads you, but it is a long way off. In each moment, you choose to judge. I'll start again. In each moment, you choose not to judge, but instead understand that the story you lay upon the world is yours and not anyone else's. You have the freedom to change. In that moment, you can shift your consciousness to peace. You begin to see this more and more as you do these lessons, increasing periods of peace enter your awareness. When you plummet down into judgment again, it will feel even more painful than before. This is the fork in the road that A Course in Miracles speaks about. Once you have made the choice to do these lessons, and you experience what peace feels like, perhaps for the first time in your life, you cannot go back. You understand your suffering is optional and up to you. Allow this lesson to percolate through your consciousness. Do not belabor it. Do it as described, and it will do the work it is meant to do. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you for joining us.